Hello and welcome to Mr. Panza's video lesson on the following question. Why are number sentences important? They're more than just important, they're extremely important, and it helps us open our mind to algebra and algebraic thinking. So today, we're going to discuss that question and go through different number sentences and how they apply to algebra and algebraic thinking. Part 1 is a bit of a review. A number sentence, what is it? Well, it's a short way of writing a mathematical expression. So I could write in words 8 plus 6 equals 14, but a number sentence would be what you typically see in math. 8, then the addition sign, 6, the equal sign, and the answer 14. A number sentence can be true. 5 times 2 certainly equals 10. It can also be false, 6 minus 2 equals 6, but typically you're trying to take numbers and information you know and create number sentences or solve for number sentences. Let's take a look at these two number sentences and see if they are true or false. 25 plus 3 is 29. Well, if you use your touch points, 25, 26, 27, 28, you know that this first one is false. And the second one is trying to see if 55 minus 3 is greater than 51. Well, you'd have to subtract 55 minus 3 first. 54, 53, 52. And is 52 greater than 51? It is. And these are example of number sentences. And we see these types of examples every day in our math world. Number sentences can also be represented in words. For example, in words, this represents 40 is 5 times as many as 8. We saw a lot of this during our multiplication unit because when I multiply 8 times 5, I'm going to get 40. But we saw number sentences that were written out in words like this, and we had to determine what that would look like as a number sentence. 6 times 7, 7, 14, 20, 128, 35, 42. We know that the answer is 42. And our number sentence would look like this, 7 times 6, or 6 times 7 equals 42. But in words, this represents that 42 is 6 times as many as 7. Can you show this as repeated addition? I sure hope you could, because we talked about how multiplication is nothing more than repeated addition. So there's two ways you could write this. You could either write 7 plus 7 plus 7. This is another number sentence, by the way, plus 7. Plus 7 plus 7, which would be 42. Multiplication being nothing but repeated addition, and the commutative property tells me I could inverse this and add 6 7 times, and I'd still get 42. So I could certainly show number sentences using addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and as we had previously seen, greater than, less than. Number sentences are everywhere. 6 times 3. We know that that answer is 18, but again, you can show it as repeated addition in a number sentence by saying 6 plus 6 plus 6. And we know that the commutative property of multiplication tells us that we can commute these numbers into different locations, and you're still going to get the same exact answer. You would write 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, and one more 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, that equals the same exact answer. Number sentence here in multiplication, commutative number sentence here, multiplication, get 18. You could also have a repeated addition number sentence, which would still get you 18 in this case, or a repeated addition that would also get you 18 by adding 3's. Multiple ways to use number sentences to show mathematical equations. Sometimes you have to write a number sentence based on information you see. For example, if you were given this information here, how many ornaments are in a package? If there are 14 packages, 112 ornaments in all, and all the packages have the same numbers on it, what I would do is I would suggest reading this and start writing down what you're seeing. For example, we know that the overall answer to this equation is going to be 112 because it tells you in the sentence. 14 packages, 112 ornaments in all. I know that in all means a total, so I'm either going to add or multiply. And I know that we have 14 packages, but because they are ornaments in packages, we're multiplying. You can't just add without that type of information, but you have a blank slate here. Something times 14 is going to get you 112. And as we move on through this unit of algebra, I'm going to show you how to solve for this blank space. But for now, just recognize that you'll see a word problem and have to create a number sentence like you see here. Let's take a look at one more before we move on to the next lesson. We have our example of Jen. She's making beaded bracelets. She has 32 beads to use. So right there, I'd write down 32 because it's right there in the equation. 5 beads fell down the vent. Well, if they fall down the vent, they're gone. That's a subtraction, 32 minus 5. How many beads will be on her bracelet now? Write and solve the sentence for the following. So here's your number sentence, and then you would just have to solve. What's 32 minus 5? 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. So I've written my number sentence and I've solved it. And in this brief video introduction, you've noticed just why number sentences are so important. You have to have the base understanding of what a number sentence is and how to move around different number sentences to complete our next task, which is true algebra equations, algebra thinking, and using number sentences to solve for algebra problems. We'll talk to you soon.